Hello everybody, this is Jeff at etrailer.com. Today we're going to take a look at this Taskmaster Provider 215/75R17.5 Radial tire in a load range H on this 17.5-inch white modular wheel with an offset and an 8 on 6.5-inch bolt pattern. Now this tire and wheel assembly is ideal for heavy-duty trucks and trailers. The wheel is a heavy-duty steel wheel. It is the modular design. When we say modular design, that's the one that has the round holes all the way around the wheel. It is sturdy and corrosion resistant. The wheel does go through a 3-step finishing process, which will include first a zinc phosphate bath, then an e-coat primer, and then a nice white powder coat on both sides of the wheel. Now this wheel is a hub piloted wheel, which means it'll center on this hub so that it will require a close fit of the center pilot hole on the wheel to the hub. The pilot hole diameter is 4.76 inches. And hub pilot wheels do require the use of flange nuts for installation. Now those we do sell separately on our website. They do use a flange nut size of 5/8 inch by 18, and they're usually listed on this product page as a related product. Now this wheel does have a positive offset of 0.08 inches, and a positive offset is when the hub mounting surface, so this is your mounting surface, will go up against your hub. So basically when it is in front, here's the wheel center line, right down the middle is the center line of the wheel. So when it's a positive offset, that means it's in front of that wheel center line. So a positive offset will move the tire towards the center line of the trailer. Now the tire on this is a radial tire. It is constructed with double steel belts, double polyester cords for a nice long life. It's great for highway use. They do use a nylon tread firming belt overlay to help prevent tread separation, and the tire itself is bake tested to ensure that the rubber holds up over time. It is created specifically for heavy duty trucks and trailers, not intended for use on other vehicles, and this assembly does meet the DOT, which is Department of Transportation specifications, and it will exceed federal motor vehicle safety standards. Zoom in again. We'll talk about the wheel. The measurement on the wheel, the diameter on the wheel is 17.5 inches. The width on just the wheel itself is 6 3/4 inches. The bolt pattern on this wheel is an 8 on 6.5 inch bolt pattern. And if you want to measure that on a wheel that's an even number of lugs, in this case 8 holes, you just pick any hole because the holes are directly across from each other. So when you go to measure it, pick any hole, measure from the center of that hole directly across to the center of the hole right across from it. So on this wheel it'll measure 6.5 inches. So it's an 8 on 6.5 inch bolt pattern. The weight capacity on just the wheel is 6,005 pounds. Now the tire size, which is stamped on the sidewall, right here you can see 215/75R17.5. The R stands for radial tire. Now the section width, which is going to be the overall width of the tire, is 8.3 inches. Overall diameter from the bottom to the top when it's inflated is 30.2 inches. This tire is a load range H, which means it's a 16-ply tire. Maximum load on it is 4,805 pounds at 123 psi. And the last thing I do want to mention is most all your new tires are going to have a speed rating on them, and they stamp it on the sidewall with a letter designation. And where you find that is right after the tire size we went over. You'll see 2 numbers for the load index, and then they stamp a letter M. Speed rating M will mean this tire has an 81 mile/hour speed rating. But that should do it for the review on this Taskmaster Provider 215/75R17.5 Radial tire in a load range H on this 17.5 inch white modular wheel with the offset and an 8 on 6.5 inch bolt pattern.